Uncertainty over so many things. You've got the Fed, you've got terror, and then, of course, there's that big EU vote that's rocking stocks this week. And Gary B. Smith says, get ready for even wilder swings. He joins us along with FBN AM host Lauren Simonetti and John Layfield. Gary B., next week, even wilder? I mean, this was a pretty crazy week so far.
Yeah, you know, it's funny, Charles. You look at the Dow, and I looked just a minute ago, is down like 100 or so. Volatility really is not taken off. I think it's kind of the volatility traders, if you will, are waiting till next week. I think that's going to be a huge week. You mentioned all the things that could move the market. Probably nothing bigger than the whole Brexit vote, I guess, on the 23rd. I think that's going to swing the market big time. I think that's going to be a buying opportunity if it swings down a lot.
Well, and before I get to the rest, Gary B., you're a technician. We're near key support points for all the major indices. If we break those today or going into early next week, when does someone buy? You buy on the eve of the vote because perhaps the downside could be even more painful near term.
No, I think you buy. I think you wait and see what happens with the vote. I mean, it could be the kind of thing where the market gaps down in the morning, then continues on down. You know, who knows, maybe 300-400 points. I think the market right now, to be quite honest with you, is a little oversold. I think we probably have another leg down. That might be the Brexit vote. That could be your opportunity to get into the market.
You know, John, we've got gold on the screen right now. Yesterday, gold broke out through 1,300 early in the session. All of the defense trades have been up. Yields have gone down dramatically. Gold's down today, too. Stocks are down today. It feels like this pessimism is a dark cloud, and nothing's working right now.
Yeah, nothing's working. Gold mining stocks, but that doesn't necessarily have to do with gold. It has to do with valuation, have been on a tear the last 6 months. I think Gary B. is right. Look, the market has been in a trading range since December 2013 of 16,000 to 18,000, but you have 95% of economists in Europe believe that the market is going to be down some degree from 5% even into bear market territory. So I think if Britain does decide to exit the EU, I think short term for sure, European stocks are going to suffer. J.P. Morgan came out recently and said up to 25% of their workforce there is going to be affected because if they're out of the EU, they have to move those to continental Europe. There is going to be a lot of problems short term if Britain decides to get out.
Lauren, on that note, we've got that. And also, I think a lot of people don't realize we've got that two-day, what they used to call the Humphrey Hawkins testimony by the Fed. We want to get more clarity of what's going to happen there, too. So just a lot of anxiety, a lot of unknowns. And
we're seeing the anxiety in the market this week. I think we've seen the fear trade play out with gold before today, up 7 days in a row, getting back above 1,300 for a bit. We've seen yields go down. We've seen the fear trade, and I think it's going to get a lot worse next week. Unfortunately, we're going to be trading based on what happens on Thursday all week. So it's an end of next week kind of big game that's going to affect things.
You know, Gary B., beyond the Brexit and some of the other things, the market has essentially been sideways for a long time. We haven't hit a new high this year. Now, we did show some resolve, but we've been range-bound for so long. What exactly do you think the market is looking for to make a decisive move either way?
I tell you, that is a very good question, Charles. I mean, we've had everything from, you know, oil prices crashing, gold taking off, Brexit, the Fed raising, not raising rates. I mean, the market has everything thrown at it. As you point out correctly, it's moving sideways. Personally, I think it's waiting for who we vote in as president. Maybe we don't see anything, regardless of Brexit and all these other things, until you know, that Tuesday in November. Maybe after that we get some clarity, and maybe then the market starts to move.
That means a long 5 months, but a long fun 5 months, right?